All right, y'all, it's finally October and I am in my element. This is my season. The weather, the movies, the vibes. Bring on the pumpkins, the hay rides, the haunted houses, the horror movie marathons, all of it. Melissa here, lifelong cinephile, horror fan, musician, and Gen X gal who grew up watching slashers on late night cable when I probably shouldn't have. But let's be honest, I was probably watching those movies with my mom. These days, I lean more toward the slow burn, psychological horror stuff, but slashers, they're my comfort chaos. My roots are covered in blood and VHS tape residue. So, in honor of spooky season, here's my top 5 slasher films, the ones that left a mark, literally and figuratively. Number 5, Candyman, 1992. Tony Todd's voice alone could stop you in your tracks. Deep, calm, and somehow terrifying. Then you add the hook, the bees, the bathroom mirror legend. Yeah, that one got under my skin. Also, I've always thought Virginia Madsen was one of the most stunning women on screen, but the movie is moody, unsettling, a little too real, and I love it. Number 4, Friday the 13th, the franchise. You can't do a slasher list without a Crystal Lake. So now picking a favorite, that's where it gets tricky.
But I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Some days it's the original, and some days it's part 2 or even part 6, but I usually lean toward part 2. Jason finally shows up, and that campfire story scene that later became a final chapter montage, remember that? That's a favorite for me. That became a whole vibe for the franchise. Pure nostalgic chaos.
That's a good boy. Good Jason.
Number 3. And Nightmare on Elm Street from 1984. Freddy has been the only one to ever actually give me nightmares. Being killed in your sleep, it hits different when you're 7 years old and going to bed at night. Sure, the series got a little goofy, a little campy after a while, but the original, still legitimately scary. And when New Nightmare came out, that was a total reset. That one deserved a lot more credit than it ever got.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Hello?
Number 2, Scream, 1996. I was in college when that came out, just when slasher flicks were getting stale. Wes Craven flipped that script. Scream came in hot, fresh, smart, meta, and brutal. We lost Drew Barrymore in under 10 to 15 minutes and discovered that sometimes it takes 2 psychos to do the dirty work. It made you question everything you thought you knew, except for the golden rules of surviving a horror film. Randy was spot on with that one.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. If they watch prom night, they say
It was a full-on revival, and I was here for every minute of it.
I want to know who I'm looking at.
And finally, number 1. This will come as no shock. We're talking about Halloween 1978, the OG. This one didn't need blood and guts to be terrifying. Just a painted white Captain Kirk mask, a quiet street, reused fall leaves in every scene, and that unforgettable score that everyone knows. The movie is slow, it's suspenseful, and it's all about building tension, which to me is way scarier than jump scares. Carpenter knew exactly what he was doing. This one still holds up in my book.
Because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
So anyway, that's my top 5, and yeah, I know, I left some out. There's some big ones I left out. But hey, that's what comments are for, so let me know your favorites. What slashers do you go back to every October?